Hi and welcome back to my channel. Today we will be making this using watercolors. I made a mini sketch first, a quick sketch using pencil. Use French ultramarine blue or cobalt blue plus burnt sienna to create a grey shade. Apply this shade all over the sheet. Make sure the color is not very dark and not very thick. The water content should be more than the color content. In the same shade, mix more of the French ultramarine blue and then apply to the main areas of the rocks. We'll be using French ultramarine blue, cobalt blue, burnt sienna as the main shades in this painting. I have majorly used wet on wet technique to create this. For the darker shade, mix more of the burnt sienna in the same shade and then apply it on the darker areas of the rocks. Keep on doing the same thing and start adding darker shades to the shade we made. You can use Persian blue and burnt sienna to create a darker shade. In the similar way as we did for the bigger rocks, we can do for the pebbles. Start by applying the lighter shade, then darken it by using Persian blue and burnt sienna. If you want to erase the color or you feel that you have applied more color than required and you want to get rid of it, then make sure that the color you applied is still wet. Also, the brush should not have any water content. Use your fingers to eradicate the water content like this and then press it towards the sheet and pick up the color. When the color is a little bit dry, start by applying a darker shade onto the bigger rocks to create the depth. Background also, I have used the same color combinations just to make sure that it is different from what we have made on the rocks and it does not get mixed in the rocks. The background color does not get mixed in the rocks. Make sure that you apply a darker shade of the same version. Similarly, when the edges of the rocks are darker to create the depth effect, you can make the background shade lighter to distinguish between both the rock and the background. Use a smaller brush to create intricate details. Here we are not aiming for realism but we are aiming for an impression. So you do not have to copy each and every pattern, you just have to give an impression of what's there in the reference. As you should avoid using black in the watercolors, you can use a violet instead. I was not having violet, so I used Persian blue and a pinch of black to create a very dark shade. This shade was important to create depth and smaller details which cannot be usually made by using lighter shades. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, share, comment and subscribe to my channel.